Now, we've been closely following the devastation in Kirk County, and KHOU11's Jalissa Garza has been on the ground speaking with those directly impacted by the flooding.
She joins us live from the Blue Oak RV Park. And Jalissa, we first heard from the owners of that park on Sunday. Good morning to you. What are you seeing there now?
Hey, good morning, Steph and Devon. Well, yesterday when we arrived here at Blue Oak RV Park, we really saw a lot of destruction, devastation, what was left behind in a place that has brought people a lot of memories. We know that this place was filled with families that were anticipating having a fun 4th of July weekend, but we know that that all took a tragic turn. Now, here at Blue Oak RV Park, the owner, Lorena Guillen, and her husband, they own the RV park, the restaurant Howdy's, which is where we're standing by, his construction company, and their home right next door. So you can imagine how heavy this is for them. I want to go ahead and take some video of what we saw yesterday during the day. Now, we saw a lot of crews here. We saw people on horseback going through the wooded area behind the RV park looking for those who are still missing. A tow truck company was also here going in that same wooded area, bringing vehicles out that were just completely destroyed. The sides of the doors on the cars gone, all of this debris filled in. You could see some of the airbags deflated. I mean, it is unimaginable to see it in person. And the owner, Lorena Guillen, told me that about 38 cars had been taken out from that wooded area. And she tells me as they look through this site every single day, it only becomes harder, and it hits her harder every single day. Now, she tells me when the flooding happened in the middle of the night, her and her husband were running to RVs, knocking on doors, working to wake people up. And take a listen as she describes what she saw in the middle of the night.
You could see dozens of cars floating away with the lights on, and you can hear people honking. And you can hear screaming, a lot of screaming. And at one point, one of the campers that was passing by, you can see hands banging on the windows, trying to get our attention or get out. And then later on, we saw the cabins from next door smashing into the trees. That's why you see a lot of the scarring on the trees. That's where the cabins were hitting.
Now, Lorena was able to help get a lot of people to higher ground up on the balcony of her restaurant, which is reopened, even though it did take on some water. Now, throughout the morning, we'll be sharing more of what she shared with us. Now, Steph and Devon, she tells me she wishes that she could have done more, but her and her husband saved so many people's lives. There was one family they weren't able to get to, and as you can imagine, that has weighed very heavy on her. The emotional toll, the physical toll for her husband, and for her employees who are still here showing up, serving hot meals, and just providing a sense of community for a lot of the people here in Kirk County.
I'm sure it does break her heart, Jalissa, but what a wonderful, wonderful
Absolutely.
human being for helping all of those people she was able to save. We'll check back in with you in just a little bit. We thank you for your report.